Hello and welcome to the Happy Jack's RPG podcast. Thank you for joining us for session 4 of St. Elco's Fire, a lighthearted actual play on the Happy Jack's RPG network. To catch up on past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/St. Elco's Fire, all spelled out. And to find all the shows on the Happy Jacks network, visit happyjacks.org/shows. Hi, I'm the GM. I'm the director for this game. I am Kurt. I am the co-author of this game with my wife, Kate Potts. And today we have, the same people we had last time. So welcome back, hopefully. It's usually better than this in the beginning. All right.
Don't tell them that.
We'll get it on track. Don't worry. All right. I'm going to throw it to the cast. That's our wonderful group of players so they can introduce themselves and their characters. We'll go in the little square here. So, CADave, how are you doing tonight?
I'm all right. I always feel like I don't have the enthusiasm to match your hello and welcome. I don't know if I can get to that level, but I'll try. I'll be all crazy. Just, hi, everybody. I'm CADave. Let's do this. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm going to be playing Harold Edina. He is the gothiest goth guy from the 80s. In a world with magic made of light, he is the dark. In a personality way, not in a bad, evil magic way.
In a world where magic is made of light, one man will be the dark. That man is that dude.
Listen, how atrocious would it be if you end up having to do like clashing color magic to your outfit? So you just get around that by wearing black.
That's
fair.
You're not wrong.
Not no.
All right.
I'm still mad at it though.
Clara, how are you today?
I've been given a lot to think about. This is a weird episode. Hi, I'm Clara. I'm playing Audrey Ortiz, the jock archetype for this game, but I am playing a cheerleader, and in a feat of totally role-playing and definitely not my real life ever, super overworked and has no free time for anyone, particularly not her boyfriend. It's my life, man. I'm mad about this. So mad about it.
We'll
And yet you built the character.
I know. I was like, I'm gonna do something really different.
We're gonna explore core themes that. Oh, damn it! It's my life.
Differently busy. That's all.
It's differently busy.
Cynical,
man.
non-binary person who's over your shit.
Well, speaking of finicky non-binary person, Claire, how are you doing today?
I
mean,
am
your
a
character.
finicky-
Your character.
Oh, my character. I was gonna say, when will my gender come back from the wall? My character's name is Kaz. I've murdered my players, and I'm really, really excited about that. My character's name is Kaz. They are from East Berlin. Yeah. You've heard that the country is going to shit. Yeah. And as the director has said, they are non-binary. They prefer they them pronouns. And yeah, we were going to have a party, and then there was this monster shadow beast thing, and then there was a baby in the bathroom, and then there were we were tracking the professor, and now I have a little friend. It is yellow. Yes, danke, bitte. No. Okay, go back.
Nice. Well, Joe, do you hear a baby?
I don't know. We'll have to play to find out. Stay tuned if you're interested in finding out if there will in fact be a baby in this episode. So far we're what, 2-0? Like, we've got 2 babies so far in the last episodes. So let's see how long we can keep the streak going for babies in the bathroom. Although I do have Zachary, which is my character, has a little cat buddy. So we might do. There's a kitten in the bathroom. I don't know. Maybe. My name's Joe. I play Zachary. He is the rebelist rebel from the 80s, but he's also going through some deep stuff, some personal stuff, and he's got some interesting life things happening, and somehow that's going to be related to finding babies and kittens in the bathroom. We'll work that out. Somehow. We'll make it make sense for the people, for the fans.
Yeah, for all of you. All 5 of you. I don't know. I actually can't
Yes.
see. I don't I don't know how many people are watching.
For all of my fans.
Yeah.
We have 1 fewer viewers than we had when we started.
Good riddance. All right. Well, last time on St. Elco's Fire, we see quick cuts of the group tracking Mr. Larson, interspersed with Audrey working at the diner and not having enough time for her boyfriend. We see Kaz following Mr. Larson and watching him enter Jethro's Antiquities. Then cut to Jethro saying, "You ever seen a fairy?" Then him asking for money and Harold flashing his platinum Amex. Then we see Jethro pull back a sheet to reveal a fairy to a bunch of stunned college kids. And then we see Zach in like a dark room looking through boxes and finding like monster hunting gear and a unicorn horn dagger. Then he just appears in the other room behind Jethro, who seems to be a little upset at being just insulted. But Zach asks, "Does anyone hear a baby?" To which Audrey runs out of the room to steal the books to get a little more information about this fella and his magical creature smuggling ring, as well as a bull statue for good measure. There's a customer out there, though, who calls her a warrior. Then we see Zach scaring off said customer before they call him a traveler, as he threatens that there is a fire in the back of the store and then melts the handle on the door. Then we see Harold checking the cages in the back of that room with all of the creatures, only to have a vision of another shadow hound and like turning and screaming as he runs out of the place. Then we see Zach going back in to free the other Lightborn that got left in there, plus a cat with wings who couldn't find his way out of the room. And then it smash cut to Mr. Jethro Hyde bursting out of the bathroom with the force of a car hitting the building. And then Zach getting like blocked in by this giant hulking beast that was Jethro. Only to have him slip past and run outside and hand Audrey the unicorn horn dagger. Then we see the monster run outside. Kaz casts some sort of telekinesis to hold him in place, and Audrey stabs him in the chest, and this light pours out of the wound. Then Harold blasts him with this yellow street light that like rips the shadow magic away from his body, but blinds Harold in the process. With the shadow magic gone, his chest wound kills him. As he falls, Audrey pulls the murder weapon from his chest, and they flee the scene.
Yeah, we did a murder, like a straight up murder.
Yeah, y'all killed somebody.
Yeah.
I did not.
I deserved it.
Excuse me.
I got
You
rid
helped.
of shadow magic. That's
You
what I
helped.
did.
You were an accomplice to murder.
Listen, that may
I
be
told
true.
you where I was from, yeah.
Good point.
So, how do you all sleep that night after doing a murder? Like, where does everybody go?
Well,
So, the first important question I have is, I rolled to recover the blindness.
Mm-hmm.
But I failed.
Okay, so you are still blind.
Jesus.
So, is there like some kind of timeline on that, or is it?
So, because it was just you're blind from like a really bright light,
Mhm.
it's probably like, I don't know, a few hours
Okay.
until things get back to like really normal. I don't know what the how long it would take if you were blinded by like staring at the sun. How long that would take. But I'm gonna say probably like the evening.
Okay. I had no idea what, like, game-wise, what we were talking about here.
Right. So
having not made that roll.
Yeah, conditions. If you have them after the end of a scene, you have to clear them narratively. So if you were blinded by really bright lights, that probably lasts a little while. But you could make a case for, well, I sat in a dark room and put my head in my hands for a bit, and let's see if I can see again.
No, I mean, I think like the rest of the evening, like that's a legit answer, and I'm good with that.
Cool. So where does everybody go after they do a murder?
What time is it now? Like, what time did we get out of there? And
It's probably like 8 p.m.
well, God, I don't think I have work. I think I just got off work. I think I'd like to go home, but also we did a murder.
What?
Where do you go?
I
guess home.
Yeah. You do what you always do every day. And you have a little cry. And you have a little drink. And you go to bed and know that the nightmares are not real.
Can I ask a follow-up question? Has Kaz done a murder?
That was going to be my follow-up question.
I'm assuming because they are a refugee family that there probably has been a lot of violence around Kaz's family. So I'm assuming that they may, if they haven't done a murder, maybe they've seen enough people die violently, or if not in front of them, like in their family. And so they've got, a little bit of undiagnosed PTSD, a little bit of nihilism going.
Okay.
And they would have been kind of young when that happened. So.
Okay. So
is that getting a little too dark?
No,
I totally believe that's a thing.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, for most characters, I'd probably make you make a psych roll, but because you've experienced that kind of thing before, or rather you've been around that kind of stuff, you've never probably. Do you think you've witnessed someone be murdered?
I think I've witnessed someone get intentionally injured. I don't think I've seen somebody be murdered.
Okay.
If I've seen somebody die, it's been like by accident or in a hospital or something.
Okay. I think, why doesn't everybody make a psych roll? And we'll see how everybody's handling it mentally, like how you're feeling about the fact that this just happened. Because the adrenaline is gone. The present danger has faded.
Okay, so we pick.
Oh yeah.
Where we clear all of our conditions, right?
You don't clear conditions. You clear all of your stress. So stress is gone.
Okay.
And this would be like a reaction roll. So you choose it's going to be psych, and you would choose what emotion you want to roll. And you would choose how you feel coming out of that scene, because it's a new scene, so you get to decide how your character feels as your emotional state.
Okay. And I'm also reminding you, after at some point we there was some leveling up stuff we wanted to do that we stopped before we did, unless y'all did that after I got off the stream.
We just checked in with our heart is heart restored? Heart restores.
Yes, heart resets.
We checked in about what we got XP for, I think.
Okay.
Yes.
Also, this is a bad time to have a D4 in psych. Very bad time indeed.
Okay.
So I got a 4.
Okay.
Oh wait, 4 is explode. Hold
On a
on.
D4, they do, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I got a 2. I'm handling this super well, guys.
I
You
have a
rolled your-
5.
And that was the higher of your 2 dice?
Oh wait, are we doing? It's
Yeah, you get to roll an
we're not
emotion
doing a
as well.
spell. Oh, all right.
Yeah, you always roll an emotion with any roll.
All right. Well, we're not having a good time regardless.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Okay.
I got a 4.
Okay.
Not doing well, guys.
So a 4.
It's okay. I got this under control because I got an 11.
Nice.
Apparently, killing is okay.
Or you found a way to compartmentalize it,
Yes.
or you found a way to handle it in a way. You
Yeah,
found a way
I
to
mean-
justify it to yourself.
That
This
guy
is-
was illegally trafficking lightborn creatures, and he became aggressive first.
All of this is true, but you did not do the stabbing.
That's true. So anybody who got... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Anybody who got what?
Less than an 8, but more than a
Okay.
3.
Yep. 4.
Gets a condition, but they get to write it.
And is it? I'm sorry. Is it the 2 dice combined, or is it just the higher of the 2?
You take the higher of the 2 dice.
Okay. So I got a 5. So
Okay. So yes, you'll each take a condition. This is probably if you feel like your character would be a little sort of like not going to deal with that right now. Maybe you've got some sort of like in a fog condition kind of thing happening. Maybe you react to it a little more straight. Like maybe you react by getting more amped. Like you don't know what to do with all the adrenaline, and so you're just going to lean in. Like whatever it is, you get to write it. So whatever you think your character's like has happened to your character now.
I'm torn with how poorly Audrey handles her emotions, because we've already established, like, you take your emotions, put them in a box, and you put that box away. You just never think about them.
that box in another box and mail it to myself.
And then I'll smash it with a hammer. So I'm deciding like how in control she is right now with that. And the answer is probably not. I want to put something on yellow because I don't think she's going to be happy for a while.
Sure.
While y'all are dealing with emotions, somebody's gonna have to drive me home because my car's parked like right here. And yeah,
If I have I have a condition on my character sheet under yellow that says up 2 steps.
I think that was... It sounds like that was a reminder to yourself that this stat is rolled too higher than it should normally be.
Got it. Okay.
Because I think you took a couple of strengths that boost
I did.
the die that you roll there.
Zax just says too much heat.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah. You're going to have to find
so-
a way to get rid of some of that heat.
I had been giddy. Wouldn't this actually make that giddy go away?
I think so. So this definitely feels like a narrative resolution to the fact that you were too happy. So that
Okay.
condition would be cleared.
Okay. And I was already nervous. So I think I am
So that nervous might get worse.
yeah, no, I'm trying to think of like how to best to describe it.
I'm just gonna write fine, but it's gonna be in all caps.
Okay.
I think that encapsulates what I want.
I'm gonna say they're now in fight, flight, or fawn.
Mm.
Like they're in survival response mode.
Yeah. That totally makes sense. Jumpy?
Okay.
That seems... something like that?
Yeah, jumpy.
Paranoid. would
That
work
gives
too.
me. Okay, so that gives me 2 psych conditions. So if I take another one, it's bad.
You have 2 emotional conditions?
Yes.
And your psych is D8, which means you can take 4 emotional conditions before you're taken
Oh,
out of
okay.
the scene.
Okay.
But you don't get to roll the emotional die. You don't get to roll the die for anyone you have a condition on. So actually, the jumpy would be on a different emotion.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. You have to put it on something else.
What is calm? Calm is green.
You might be able to put it on violet.
Okay.
Okay.
Which is cold on feeling detached.
So Harold seems to be doing okay, except for the fact that he is currently blind. What's that look like? Are you just like stumbling about the alley?
Well, I think I haven't really moved much because I'm not sure if I accidentally broke myself. Like if I I tried to do a magic that I'm probably never tried before and things didn't work as well as I'd hoped. So I don't know if this is temporary or what, but all I know is that I'm staring at a just white field and I'm kind of internally freaking out about that a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, beyond just saying the hey, can somebody drive, please? Like it's that kind of voice, right? That tentative, like, I'm not sure if I'm about to lose it or not.
Can Zach drive? Like, do you have a license?
Yeah, I was just looking at. So Zach is going to offer to drive, but he absolutely has no license.
Oh, fun. And I'm assuming that Kaz doesn't have a license either. Oh, wait, you do, I think, because you drive your siblings.
Kaz would have visa papers, which would give her assumed rights as an adult because she's over the age of majority in her home country.
Cool.
There, yeah.
In that case, I mean, because I have my car, which means I'm not going to leave mine here either.
Okay.
But
so let me ask this: where do we pick up the next scene? Is it people getting dropped off? Like, do we see a little montage of people getting dropped off at home? Do you all move to a second location?
I have. What day is it? Is it Friday? Please say it's Friday. I feel like I don't want to go to school tomorrow.
What day of the week is it?
Yeah, I don't want to go to school tomorrow.
I think it's like Wednesday.
Oh, cool! Yay! Yay!
Well, we can go to my house, but we will have to explain to my mother what is well, because she will understand, but she may also be able to help us.
I don't want to tell anyone's mom about this. Let's go to my house. I don't know that's going to be any better.
Guys, come on. Let's go to my house. It's a junkyard. We can do whatever we want.
I have so many questions.
Perhaps we should just go to our respective homes. We can drop each other off.
We'll figure this out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Harold, are you okay?
I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get into my house without it being real weird with family.
If I recall, I think we live nearby each other. Am I wrong? Are we neighbors?
I think so.
Are we neighbors?
Very possibly.
I don't
I think we're neighbors.
I don't remember.
Now we're
You guys had
neighbors.
to sleepover. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
We all went to the same high school, so theoretically we live within 15 minutes of each other.
Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
for sure.
but if I drive him home, like it's like, oh yeah, hi, hi, Mrs. Medina. I'm just gonna, we're studying, and just drop him off upstairs. I don't know, climb out the window.
Cool. Well, let's see
adult.
that. So
Okay.
so we
Okay.
pick up, I think, with the two of you, but I think we pick up with you steadying Harold as you enter his house.
Yep, that's definitely what happened. Like trying to get make it look as casual as possible. Like he's definitely not blind.
Yeah, and I think Well, so let's see how this goes. So I think this is like a medium shot. Like we see sort of the you don't need to turn the light on, not for Harold's sake, anyways. And yeah, you make your way in, and what song starts playing as the door opens and you two sort of.
There is a light that never goes
Whoa.
out by the Smiths.
Clara, I love you.
I've been waiting for a good opportunity to use that one, and I think this was it.
That one came so quickly. That was
Yeah.
definitely loaded in the chamber, ready to fire.
Yeah. So Harold, what does your house look like? What's your family's house look like?
I think it's okay. It's gotta be like complete, like country thematically, like English countryside, right?
Mm.
Like very bright, very like flowers in the garden, tea party. There's like a floral chair rail around the dining room.
Is the furniture made of white wicker?
I some probably, yeah. There's some of those like braided like houseplant hanging baskets, that are like the white braided cord baskets, that kind of stuff.
Macrame everywhere.
Yes. Because I think that's probably my mom's style, which is probably what pushed me away from that in the first place. Yeah, until you get to my room and the door is just painted black. Like I took it out in the front yard and I spray painted it black and then I hung it again.
You did it when you did your car.
Yeah.
You saw
had
a
extra
red
paint.
door, and you want it painted black.
Yes.
So, do your parents, like, are they the kind that would wake up, or are they like waiting for you? You don't go home often, do you? Like, is that?
I mean, I go home pretty often.
Okay.
I think that when I'm out, I generally don't end up staying out most of the time.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, so like I don't think it'd be weird for me to be here.
Okay.
But I don't know if they're the kind of parents that would be like, because it's not super late, I don't think, right?
No, I guess it'd be like 8:39 by this time. It'd be dark, but
Yeah, dark, but not. It's not like I'm coming in at 4 o'clock in the morning or something, making noise in the house or something weird.
right. Okay, cool. So, so you probably hear TV off in like another room. And what do you two do?
I I motion for Harold to be quiet, forgetting entirely that he can't see me. Just and like sort of start walking him as quietly as we can, like towards his room. Like quietly trying to close
once
the
we
door.
get to the stairs, I probably find the rail, and I'm like kind of getting up the stairs. There's that like sense memory of your own house or living space where you're like, I know how long it takes to get to the top of the stairs. I know how long it takes to get to the bathroom, or
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing. And I probably like get to the top of the stairs, and I'm probably like, thank you. I might call you in the morning.
It's fine. Are you gonna be okay?
I hope so. If I'm not better by the morning, maybe I'll skip school and see about finding somebody. See if I need professional help. I don't.
What are you gonna tell your parents?
I could probably call a cab in the morning if I have to go somewhere.
Okay.
And they might not notice that I'm not just going off to class. Yeah.
Call me. I think I can drive you where you need to go if it's a problem.
Okay. I appreciate it. I really do.
Can I use your window?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sentences I haven't heard in 20 years, Alex.
Yeah, I think I'm not leaving through the front door again. That I don't want to have to explain to your parents why I'm here.
Okay.
And why we snuck in, frankly. Yeah.
Do you have any siblings, Harold?
Whew. Let's leave it to chance. Let's see.
Sure.
You tell me high or low.
Hi.
Well, okay, you choose.
Hi means you have siblings.
Okay. Then I have a sibling.
Okay. So I think that there is a you hear a ooh coming up from downstairs as a girl is crawling out of Harold's window.
I will murder her.
Oh no, you're the girl crawling out of Harold's window.
Oh yeah, I know.
And yeah, that's it. And then you just see like, I don't know, maybe like a tween standing by a bike.
What is she doing out at 9 o'clock at night with a bike?
Home.
Saying, ooh.
Yeah, she's coming home apparently from her whatever she's doing. I think Audrey flips her the bird and like scrambles over the fence to get home.
Okay. Nice. So we cut with you like flipping her the bird and then making your way to your car. What is Zach and Kaz's situation? I think Zach ended up with Harold's car. Was that the deal, or?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was supposed to drive. So I'm gonna be I was gonna go joyriding, but I'm gonna drive the car to Harold's house and then walk home slowly, very slowly, because there's a lot of heat right now.
Yeah.
I'm following all the traffic signs, not taking any shortcuts.
Did you take Kaz home?
You just left him there.
Yeah, did Kaz come with? Because I'm not sure what she
I
ended
would have
up
waited.
deciding.
I would have wanted to go. Aubrey is the one that picked me up. She should take me home. Besides, I do not. My mother already thinks we're dating again. I do not want you dropping me off to fuel that fire.
So yeah, Kaz stayed in the car while we dropped off Harold.
So wait, actually, can I give Audrey a Benny to have left without Kaz?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, a heart. Sorry, we're not playing Savage Worlds. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a heart to have left without Kaz.
I've got a lot on my mind. Okay.
So Kaz, as you're explaining that to Zach, you turn around and the car is gone.
As Aubrey peels out, blasting girls just want to have fun.
Oh no, it is an uncomfortably silent drive home. Actually, it may be still playing Cyndi Lauper, but they are not. They're just like stony faced driving home.
I think there's a moment when Time After Time came on and you immediately changed it.
Oh
Just
god,
like-
that was the theme at my high school prom, and I hated it so much.
How hard do you have to punch a tape deck to make it eject?
Well, I mean, it depends on where you punch it.
It's not an 8-track, Claire.
Anyway.
I guess no, the old ones had the push button. That's right. God.
So yeah, so Kaz, you look back and the car is gone. Do you take the ride home, or?
I mean, we don't have to. You don't have to go home.
Yeah, I do. And
Sure.
Kaz starts walking.
Zach's just gonna drive along and match her walking.
Okay, so the camera's like doing that thing
Puts
where
the
it
car in
follows.
park. Puts the car in
I
park.
don't know. I don't know how. Come in here and show me.
Get
I know.
over.
I don't know
And
what I'm
she-
doing. I don't drive. You know this.
They go around to the driver's side door and open it. And say, scoot over. Get in and like turn up the radio. It's somehow they always find punk. Turn up the volume. It's Bad Reputation by I don't give a damn. I don't
Joan
remember.
Jett.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And they just peel off towards their house.
Nice.
Actually towards Zach's house.
That's
Do
my
we?
house.
Yeah. Do we?
Oh no,
want-
Harold's house. Harold's house. Right?
Yes. Yeah. Dropping the car off at Harold.
Do we want that conversation in the car? Is there anything you two need to address, or do we just?
Hey Zach,
Yeah.
why do you keep saying that things have not happened that we have all observed?
What are you talking about?
I am talking about how you know for
I
a
know what
fact
you're
that
talking about. I just don't want to talk about it.
you need to though. Or you need to stop because people they do not like being treated this way. And if you would like to keep any of the friends that you have made, I suggest you try something different.
Yeah, fine. Unicorns are real.
What happened?
Ever since that day, nothing's been right. I wake up that morning, my dad's on my case about my behavior, and he wants to send me to military school, and mom's wanting to leave the house because she can't stand being with dad, and dad's always telling me keep the heat down because the family's already under enough stress and I got to shape up. And so I ditched that day. That one day I decide to ditch with Audrey. And we see these teachers doing whatever they're doing, and we book it and we run over a unicorn. Okay. We run over a goddamn fucking unicorn.
And that was the day?
I went home and I told my dad what happened, why I was late. And when I mentioned unicorn, he lost it. You didn't believe anything I said, why would he? Nobody ever does. One day I needed to tell the truth, you know? Fucking unicorn. So yeah, unicorns are real, and so was that thing that came after us, that shadow dog. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this. I'm good at running. I'm good at just. Yeah, I deserve that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't end things with you. Okay, I needed to get away from everything, and you were part of all of that. I didn't mean to hurt you.
I appreciate you telling me that. That is not why I brought this up. I understand that you needed some time, and I would like to say that that my heart is broken forever and that you are the only one for me. But darling, you know that is not true. I am fine.
You could say it though.
My heart is broken forever and you are the only one for me.
I needed that.
But darling, I do worry about you. And these people, they seem like they are good people. Look what they have done for us already. After what, 2 days? 1 day? Day and a half.
Cass, the thing is, I know they're good people. That's why I have to protect them from me. I blow things up. I ruin things. I bring up the heat. I tear people apart. That's all I do.
You still have that guidance counselor? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, what about why? What have you heard?
The school also has a what do you call them here? Afraid behavioral therapist.
I've got a guidance counselor.
That's not the same thing, darling.
Yeah, she's better.
You need somebody that you do not feel this way about, to speak about your problems to. Somebody you're not trying to impress.
I'm not trying to impress her.
We're trying to impress everyone, but you need what does it call it? I'm trying to remember what they called therapy in the 80s, and I can't remember at all.
A shrink?
Yeah, you'll need to see it. What was a shrink?
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you sound just like my dad.
All right then. And they turn up the radio and just drive the rest of the way to Harold's.
Yeah. So I think that's I think as the like we see the radio go up, the scene fades, and we cut back to Harold's bedroom. Harold. So this is a little meta, but I did not give you any time for dialogue with Audrey. I know this is a place where you could hit malfunctions if that's something you wanted to do for your character. Do we want to do the like Harold flops onto his bed and we get a flashback of what happened in the room?
I mean, see, now I'm torn. I don't think I would have said anything unusual.
Okay.
I think Harold is a little too freaked out about everything going on right now. Beyond the like the general asking for help, like, hey, maybe I might have to call you in the morning, like apologetic, like sorry kind of situation.
Okay.
I think that
I get a heart when I don't talk about my emotions.
So go ahead and take your heart.
Thank you for rewarding bad behavior. Continue.
Okay, cool. Well, so then I think it fades. I think we do see like Harold rubbing his eyes or something like that. Like we get that one thing back, and then the camera like comes out the window and sees the car pull in. And I think we see Zach and Kaz get out of the car and walk the same direction or opposite directions?
That will depend on what he does. I am going into the house.
Oh, okay.
Or
Into
I'm
my
going
house?
up. No, over to the car. Over to Aubrey's car.
Oh, okay. So I think for just ease of everyone's transitioning here, I think they pull up just as Audrey has like flipped off this kid. And she's like walking back to, I'm going with their neighbors. She's walking back to her house and sees Kaz waiting for her by our car.
Nice.
Shit. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I I got nothing. And, like, she just walks over to her car and opens the door, like, get in.
Danke. Auf Wiedersehen.
So I think we cut to Zach walking, right? Zach's walking home.
Yep.
So I think you're walking down the street. It's like probably 10 o'clock, maybe closer to 11 by the time you get back to where the junkyard is, or, you know, where your junkyard is. And you have to go past like a couple blocks of nightclubs. And I think you bump into Miss Strauss, who's wearing like a dress and carrying like a clutch in heels with the with like the big hair. She's obviously like done up for a date. And she looks like she is walking with purpose, and she just like walks right into you.
I see her, and all time slows down, and she's in slow motion, and Alone starts playing in my head, and we see the glitter and the light kind of. There's like a J.J. Abrams like lens flare for a moment, and then Zach snaps back. It's like, oh, hi. This is weird. I've
oh my gosh.
never seen you outside the office. This is kind of strange.
Yeah. Oh, man, this night. No, I'm so sorry I bumped into you. I should have been paying attention to where I was going. Are you all right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, good.
Are you here with someone?
No, actually no. Stood up. So, par for the course, I guess. So, yeah.
So you're going in here?
Well, I was just leaving. I've been standing here for, I don't know, a good 30 minutes, and I can take the hint. So.
Do you like this place, or was this your date's idea?
Oh no, I mean I don't dislike this place. Actually, I was kind of excited about seeing the band, but
yeah, I know a place.
oh, do you want to roll?
They're open late. Yes. This will be Sway,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And oof, I've got too much heat. Okay.
Do you have too much heat to roll sway?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll roll my Sway, and so how would that work? If I have too much heat on my orange right now.
If that's how you feel about it, asking her out right now, then you would just not roll the orange die. So you would only roll your sway.
Well, it's not quite. It'd probably be closer to yellow. I'm feeling better about bumping into her, so I would say yellow.
Okay.
Optimistic, yeah.
Cool.
Okay, here we go. Six explodes.
Yes, it does. Well, when I rolled 6.
8.
Oh, cool. Okay. So go ahead. So continue what you were saying.
Okay. Listen, I know a place. They're open late. The music is real. And they've got an open mic.
You know what? Screw it. Where is it? Where are we going?
Follow me. Zach is going to take her through some really shady areas of town.
Sure.
And like a lot of like back alleys and through like crowds of punks and all kinds of people. And they come to this one place that's just a little hole in the wall. And it's like a total dive. Like there's maybe a few people in there,
Mm-hmm.
but there is a stage and
Sure.
there is a music setup and there are people there. And um, Zach walks her over to like a table, sits down, and he walks over to where the stage is, whispers something um, to like I'm thinking he's like a DJ slash karaoke jockey kind of dude.
Sure.
And we can maybe cut away from that and cut back later.
Yeah, okay. So, actually, I think everyone else is resolved for the evening unless Kaz wants to do
Okay.
anything else.
Um. They will probably have some pretty intense nightmares tonight. So but that will also kind of help them work through the trauma that they've just been through. So I would like to argue that would clear their conditions.
That would definitely give you a chance to roll to
Okay.
clear them. And if you get a 4+, then you have cleared the condition that is most present. So let's see,
Okay.
which ones are we talking about here?
I've got nervous and jumpy, and I can't clear broke by rolling. I have to-
No, you could try for both of these though. You'd have to roll for each.
Okay. And how do we roll to do
To clear a
that?
condition, so
Yeah.
you roll psych for emotional conditions, and you roll whatever emotion, probably scared here, and you
Which
don't
is
mark stress
indigo?
for this if it's a nightmare.
Okay.
So blue I think is scared, right? And
Oh,
then
yeah.
indigo is like sad or depressed.
Okay. And it's I'm sorry, it's a D6 for the one that you're on, for the emotion that you're on.
It's a D8 for the one that you're on.
It's a D8. Okay.
Yeah.
Ha. I got a D8. Or I got an 8.
Oh, cool. So if you got an 8 on a D8, you roll it again. It explodes. But actually, you know what? It's not necessary because you got a 4+, so it just clears.
Okay.
So go ahead and erase one of those, and then you can roll for the
Great.
other one.
Okay, and roll the other one. A 4.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So you're able to clear both your conditions. There's probably like a bit of. Do you have like a dream? Is there like writing in a dream journal or something like that to?
Yes, writing in a dream journal, and also writing out the thoughts that come to why that affected them so much.
Cool. All right, sweet. So yeah, so you like we see Kaz having restless sleep. We see Harold like if you want to try to roll for blinded.
I think Harold is just spending like all night listening to music in the dark. Yeah, so I roll again to clear blindness, or is it just a narrative thing now?
I think this is fine because we explained that this would go away with just time. So that one I don't think you have to roll. So that one like goes as you like take time in the dark. And then is there anything Audrey wants to do before we jump back to the club?
I don't think so. I think for sure though she doesn't sleep well, so that 5 a.m. or 45 a.m. wake up is going to suck.
Nice. Um, so we see everyone like at home safe, and then we cut back to the club. And what's the thing we cut back into?
Um, I think it's a quick scene of Zach's asking the house band to play Total Eclipse of the Heart. But the stage guy says, yeah, I mean they can play it, but the singer's gone. Singer's not here tonight. And Zach says, I got this. Just play the song.
And the guy's like, all right, man. And he like the drum kicks up. I don't remember how Eclipse of the Heart starts.
Zach is trembling visibly, but he walks up the stage. He sees Miss Strauss, and he kind of leans in way too close to the mic, and there's like, and then he backs off, and he just, this one goes out to Bright Eyes. And he begins to sing for the first time ever to anyone other than the Junkyard Cats.
Nice. And this is when we find out he's a good singer, right?
Yes.
Is this that moment? Do you want to roll to see how it goes, or do we?
Yeah, I did
don't
put
think
some points
I don't think there's a
into.
risk here for if you fail. So I think it's okay for you to just say this is the moment we find out Zach is a good singer.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is the moment where it's like the whole punk and rebel thing kind of melts away, and he's got a very surprising voice. It's very stable. It's just very different. Like a whole other side of him kind of comes out, and yeah, he sings this, and he's looking at Miss Strauss the entire time.
Is it like when Danny Strong sings on Buffy? Sorry, Jonathan, if you'd ever watched the show, he just has a really nice voice. Like it's just a really
you're like,
sweet
this actor
baritone.
can sing. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's one of those moments for sure. That's how I imagine it.
That's awesome. I think, but as you get up there, we see from your point of view, Miss Strauss sitting there, like getting comfortable on a stool and drinking whatever she ordered, and like when the drum kicks up, she's like woo, and then you do your thing and you like stare directly at her eyes. And I think there's a moment at the end when you like turn back to look at the band, right? Like to say like thanks or whatever it is. And we see her and she's like, nope, he's a kid. And she's like trying to like keep it together. And the guy, I think it's the bassist or something, is like, hey, that was really good, man. We got an audition this weekend, and he like slips you a scratch of paper with an address. Singer's been garbage lately, so definitely.
No, I don't sing. This is, I'm not a singer.
Oh no, dude, you sing, but whatever. That's if you want to show up, that's the address.
Cool. I'll think about it.
And there's like you make your way back to Miss Strauss, and she's like, oh my gosh, we're so good, and like she like jumps and hugs you, and then she like pulls herself back, unless you want to intervene from her, or take action. I guess is the better word.
I'm going to just, for the brief moment that she does the hug, I let myself melt, and then when she pulls back, I just let that happen. I'm not like, that was more than I expected, and that's it. Nice.
And she's like, I can't believe you remembered that. And then like she orders 2 more drinks, and then we fade out from there. And then we pick up the next day at school. Because it's like Thursday or whatever, and people have lives.
Yeah, it turns out.
So school doesn't stop because you murder someone, but that doesn't mean that you're going to show up. So does everybody show up the next day?
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
yeah, but Audrey looks like shit.
And I think we catch. I think we pick up in the like intro to Magecraft class, and dude, the Mr. Larson comes in. Actually, does Zach arrive on time, or does he get there 15 minutes late today?
He's actually 15 minutes early today.
Aw. So everybody gets there like, and Zach has your table
Yeah.
cordoned off. So nobody has to kick Seymour out of his chair.
Aw, man.
I think we see Seymour still sitting over near where Tina sits, just watching. And Mr. Larson comes in, and he seems a little concerned, like something is bothering him, or he's not paying attention to the class too much. And he like puts all his stuff down, and you see he sets a newspaper on top of his like briefcase. And go ahead.
I still have the unicorn sword, don't I?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
that is. I think that it's stashed at home in her room,
Okay.
but like just remember that I had it.
Yeah. Okay, so it's stashed at home.
Yes. I didn't
Okay.
take it with me. That'd be weird. Actually, no, it's in my backpack. Fuck it.
It's in your
Let's get weird.
where's your cat, Zach?
The cat goes where it pleases, and it arrives when it pleases.
Much
I
like
think-
that.
I think yeah. I think that's why we get along. Like I don't control it, but I also like, you know, I tend to it when it asks to be tended to.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, we do our own thing.
Nice. Okay, cool. So so we see like we see Mr. Larson come in, and he's giving his lesson. The camera doesn't pay much mind to him. It kind of like other than the fact that showing that he seems a little like off, and then it pans back to your table. And what is everybody talking about?
Audrey, for sure. Like, it's weird because she's not hungover or anything, but has sunglasses on in class, looks really not great. Like, when she takes off her sunglasses, she has completely dark circles under her eyes, like, did not sleep at all, had to wake up at 5 a.m. and go on a jog, and then, come to school and has practice later. And the prospect of a full day and then work is just like sitting in front of her like, oh, I've done this to myself. Also, do I get a heart for that? Do I get XP for that?
Yes. Yeah, for talking about all your stuff that you have, all your busy college student
Yes.
with lots of important things to do.
Yay.
Yes, you get XP for that.
Woohoo.
So I think we see you all sitting there. There's probably a moment when one of the girls, probably one of the Tiffany's that normally sits with Tina, like gets up to go and do something, and we see Seymour like go over to like try to talk to Tina. And that's just in the background, right? Like we just see this sort of thing playing out behind the four of you. And there's, you know what? Will somebody roll a d6 for me and just tell me what you get?
Yeah.
I'll do it. All right, go ahead. Go for it.
I did not. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. My computer's not. 6. I got a 6.
Okay. So I think we see Tina initially has that like I'm oh my god, what is happening? And then she, you know what, she throws her hair like to sort of like she's about to ask him to do something for her. And then Seymour is like, yeah, of course. and he like comes over to your table, and he's like, Audrey, I was thinking, and you were at the rush thing, but I didn't see you rushing the fraternity or the sorority, and Tina just said, hey, Audrey should be rushing this sorority, and I just, she wanted me to ask you if you would rush the sorority. And then she would hit her quota and she'd be free tonight, is what she said to me. And you all owe me.
Oh, hell no.
Oh man.
Seymour, how about this?
Do we know you?
Do we owe him?
Do we know him? Seymour, how about this? You drop this whole thing, and I give you the number of that librarian I keep seeing you make eyes at.
Okay, but look, I just...
Do you really think it's going to happen with her?
Okay, she said if this happens, then we're going out tonight. So, yes.
Why do we
Obviously.
owe him? I think I actually say that. Why do we owe you?
Because these guys can be jerks if they're not careful.
You serious? Like, you've been total dicks to me? Since this, like, for the last 3 days?
I'm not. a dick to
Anytime
you.
we've interacted, you've forced me out of my seat.
we're not a dick.
I'm
Oh, no,
pretty sure this is the
I acknowledge that I'm a dick to him, but like, I'm not a dick to you.
pretty sure this is the first time I've seen you, bro.
Jeez.
Okay, whoa.
I have work tonight. I can't rush anything. My schedule's very full.
Okay, look, I don't really care about that. I have my own problems, and I really need this. So what is it gonna take? What do you need? What do you want?
Oh, hold on. Honestly, good night's sleep. What was I gonna say? Shoot. I was gonna say it sounds like a you problem, frankly. And I think Audrey actually reaches out and like pats him on the head.
And he's like, do you want to roll to try to get him to go away? Is that the...
I might. I feel bad because this is a really great opportunity to add one more thing into this awful schedule. And why not? But also, like, this is just a bad day to ask Audrey to do stuff for you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think Audrey is gonna go full, like, I'm better than you. And pat him on the head. That's let's see.
That sounds like a glam roll.
That is a glam roll, I'm assuming. Is it also, would you say that, see, it's pure confidence and rage, but like, I can't decide what feeling that is. It's probably orange though.
Yeah, that's either orange or red.
Shoot. Well, that's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. I got a 3.
You got a 3?
I didn't do well, guys.
Okay, so, I mean...
I mean, Audrey looks like shit. She probably doesn't look, like, terribly threatening
Yeah,
or anything.
He's definitely not ready to leave. And he's like, look, in what world do you not end up in this sorority anyways?
The world we live in which I have so many things to deal with that are not you and your love life, frankly. I don't care. Go jerk off at home if you need to.
I don't do that. It just...
Seymour.
I'll do it. There's nothing to be ashamed about.
Not wrong.
Meanwhile, Zach pulls out the Intro to Magecraft book that he got from Seymour, and he's just like thumbing through it.
I say yes, will you go away?
Well, absolutely. That's
Good.
why the only reason I came over here.
Fine. Say yes. I just won't have to show up.
Okay, but you're gonna show up, right?
I don't know. I've got a busy schedule.
Harold was trying to say something.
Sorry, Harold.
No. I like where everything went. So Seymour, maybe you should consider like stepping up your game if you want to play the game. You know what I'm saying, buddy?
I don't understand. Like, if you just do things for girls, they like you or whatever, right?
No, that's not how it works, man.
Oh man.
You gotta be cool for them to see you as cool.
What does that even?
Otherwise, you're just a butler, right? You got okay. I feel a little bad about how things have started off with us. I really do, man. So I'll make you a deal.
Okay.
After class today, I'll help you get some style or something.
And he like
Maybe we'll go out and get you a nice outfit so you can go out tonight.
and
Something.
he like looks down at his tracksuit and he's like, "What's wrong with my style?"
Listen, your style is okay if you're heading to a retirement home, bud. But maybe you could make some choices that will work out a little better in the long.
All right. Sure. I'll take you up on that. And I will tell her you said yes,
Wait, no.
but cool.
No.
That's what you
No. No.
just said. To tell
no.
her that you said
No.
yes, right?
No. 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 I said no. Harold is going to take you out. We don't owe you anything now.
Oh no, we lost.
We've lost CB.
Come back, CB.
They'll show back up via their phone, is what they said. when
Okay.
We talked about it. So
Okay, so we'll keep going.
I guess.
Sorry, viewing audience. We'll keep going. And he's like, I mean, all right. So say
it's that or pick someone in your league.
What? You told me that you.
I say a lot of things.
Oh my God, was none of that true?
Mm-hmm.
You people are awful. Okay, fine. You know what?
All right. I don't have to take you out later if you're gonna
No.
talk like that.
You know what? Fine. I'm sorry. I want to know what it is that makes people in. Yes, I'll take you up on it, and I get okay. So fine. What do I say to her that is cool? That is not being a butler, so that I can leave your table.
Well, it's not like there's a magic phrase there. Well, maybe there is. I don't know, but that's probably not a 101 level kind of a thing. But start with talking about something you care about, but don't accost people with it. Right?
Okay.
You into movies? You like movies?
Yeah. I mean, as much as anybody.
Are you into music? Do you like to listen to a lot of music?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was in band all through high school, so.
Not. Let's try again. You like to read? You into books?
Well, yeah. I mean, who isn't into books?
Okay.
And then he looks at the table and he's like, "Oh, okay."
like talk about a good book, but don't talk
Sure.
about all the books. Okay? Pick one, kind of bring it up casually when you're talking.
Okay. All right.
And here's the most important thing. Talk less. Listen more.
Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for.
Hey, look, I'm pretty sure you're in the wrong class and we need to get you out of here before the bell rings. So here's some real advice. Eye contact.
Okay, so talk about
You
books.
see what I'm doing? You
and-
see what I'm doing with you
Hey,
right now?
Okay, look.
You see this? Hey, right here. Right here.
Okay.
Stay in the zone.
And he's like making intense eye contact with you.
He hasn't blinked
Yeah.
this whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm falling in love with you right now, man. That's it. Eye contact. I'm telling you, it works.
Audrey
And then
puts
he's
the
like-
sunglasses back on and just head in the table.
And then he's like, "You have really pretty eyes."
Also, if you have any secret special talents that you don't show anyone else, that you practice all by yourself, and you've never, ever let anyone else see it, pull that shit out.
Well, be a little careful there.
No, you go all in, and you
Um,
keep the eye contact.
Okay, what the hell?
Okay.
This can only end well.
Secret talents, intense eye contact,
But not too much, and not all the books.
and don't do whatever they ask you to do.
You can be nice, but don't be a doormat.
Also, don't be too much of a doormat.
Okay. Okay, look, this has all been very confusing and informative, but and then I think like the you hear the bell ring. And
Do you need an ad slip? I mean, are you in this class?
Oh my god. And then he just like he's like I'm done, and he walks away. He doesn't even go back to Tina because he's like, I gotta go home and practice my secret talent. Like I think he
I've got to learn how to make intense eye contact.
yeah, it's like a training montage.
I don't even know what intense eye contact is.
How do I make this more intense? Okay, cool. So that happened. And then I think Tina walks by and she's like, payback to Audrey for sticking her with Seymour at the party.
She's absolutely correct, and Audrey could not give two shits.
Yeah. And she's like, and don't be late to practice again. And then she like walks out the door.
The prospect of the rest of the day is just not good. Ugh. I don't want to deal with it.
Before the end of class, like before everybody leaves,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna like walk over next to Audrey and hand her a tape and just kind of say, I couldn't really sleep last night, but I wanted to say thanks for helping me get home.
No problem, sport. Just get up.
Damn.
Get up.
Woo.
It's a bad day. Audrey's having a bad day.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair.
I think she full on like just sort of looks at you and like, no problem, sport, and like punches you in the arm. Like as lightly as a warrior's gonna punch you in the arm.
It probably hurts.
Yeah. I'm probably doing that like, oh yeah, you're great. Thanks. Oh. All right, I'll see you later.
Oh my god, wait. Okay, so last week Audrey also agreed to go to like a mixer or something with Neil. What
Yes.
day is that on Friday? This Friday or next Friday?
Oh, you're gonna have to call Neil.
Oh no.
Also, you
Real
wrote
panic.
you wrote it on a napkin.
Yeah,
I
you did write it on
did.
a napkin.
Where is the napkin?
Probably served to one of the people at the
I think
diner.
I served it.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
this is fine. This is fine.
Oh,
I'm having like real panic.
Yeah. It's so good.
Anyway,
There's some random person is gonna show up to a party from the diner.
Hey, are you
Like-
Neil?
Like
I
some
was
old
told
man that
that-
was just in there getting like 2 eggs over easy and some wheat toast.
Right. He's like, the waitress at the diner slipped me this address, and this time I'm gonna be
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
could only end well. Yeah, that's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. How are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that scene ends, and I think we pick up in the library with, because Kaz works in the library, right?
Yes.
Kaz. Okay.
Yeah.
And there is actually, before that scene ends, Mr. Larson walks over to your table, and he says, Zach, don't forget office hours today.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. I've got a lot of questions.
Cool. Well, y'all have a great day. And he turns to leave. And
That, like, actually, Audrey just, like, mouths the, what the fuck was that?
Okay, so what did we learn about this guy?
Oh, I have all of this freaking. I have the ledger. I have a bunch of stuff for investigating the whole thing. Wow. We should look at that. I stole the books. I didn't read them. I just stole them.
Oh, that's amazing.
I was preoccupied.
So, all right, cool. So, let's go ahead and cut to later in the day. There's a scene in the library where Kaz is working. What is Harold looking up in here?
Ooh. I probably want to look up any kind of information about Lightborn things.
Okay.
Because I realize we freed a bunch of them, but now I'm like worried that there is like a whole underground market for them, and that's terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So so Kaz works there. So Kaz, you have like narrative control to say if a book exists or doesn't exist in the library. So yeah, you can lead Harold around to help with like.
Yeah. Are you looking for a fiction or non-fiction?
Non-fiction probably.
Yes. And are you looking for first-hand accounts or the historical documents or?
Like anything that might help us take care of these creatures. Like if they need protecting from other people or stuff.
Yeah. Sidebar. Are Lightborn theoretical, or do they?
I mean, you
like
all saw them, so they're kind of like Sasquatch.
Okay.
They're like Bigfoot, right? Like.
So they're for real, for sure.
The public opinion is similar to how public opinion is about Bigfoot.
Okay. Well, you could try with the let us go to the folklore section. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And they lead him by the hand. Not by the hand, but they just lead him over to like where there's like Greek mythology and some various mythologies from various different cultures, and there's like a teeny little like 4-inch section on Lightborn.
Nice. So there's definitely going to be some literature on them, especially as folklore, right?
Yeah.
There might be like one person's account that's written as if it's real, but it's still put in the folklore section, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
There's like a book. Well, I was imagining there'd be like a book of firsthand accounts that, the librarians are just like, well, this isn't real, so this is going to, they're kind of
Special interest section.
yeah, they're I was going to say they're making judgments about the veracity of the claims simply by where they categorize them.
Sure.
Yeah. So you're able to find some books. And I think there's definitely space to sit and read in here. And while you're like looking through some of these books, a fairly attractive goth girl sort of plops down next to you, or like across from you at this table.
Okay.
And is like, fairies, huh?
Yeah. They're interesting.
Cool. Hey, so I've seen you around.
Yeah. Have I seen this person before?
You've probably seen them at the school. They're like,
okay.
There's probably not like a huge group of goth kids. So you might, you probably don't know, like you didn't go to high school with them or anything, but you've probably seen them on campus.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, okay, sorry, I'm not used to having to do this much work. There's a concert. Next week.
Okay.
At, if you're free.
Oh, you want to go to a concert?
Go to with me.
Oh. Well, okay. I don't think I have anything particularly planned.
Yeah. So yeah, because I just by all of this, I just assumed that you might be into, and she slides like a ticket on the counter, and it's like it's some mainstream goth band, but the opener is Alien Sex Fiend at
shit.
Das Bunker.
Oh shit!
Nice.
I am in. I look at the ticket. I look back up at this person. Like I think this is the first time I've actually like looked at them.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and I'm like, you know who's playing, right?
Yeah. It's the Cure.
Yeah. But who else?
Oh yeah, that like punk band or whatever, the like industrial, right? They're
so good.
Really?
This is seriously fantastic. Like, and like I like reach across the table and do like the two-hand hold, like the two-hand like thankful grab, and I'm doing the Zach intense eye contact, right? Like just
Yes.
And she's got like so many bracelets, and the fishnet thing down around like 2 fingers.
Yeah.
And like it pans back up, and she smiles, and like she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so okay, cool." Well, anyways, so and she like grabs your arm and like pulls your arm out and like pulls out, and she's got like a Sharpie, and she like writes her phone number on your arm.
Okay. That's perfect.
And she's like, you can call me there to to figure out when you want to pick me up, or if you want to talk.
Like I'm Harold. What's your name?
Oh, Amanda. Sorry.
Amanda. Oh, hey. All right.
Yeah.
Good to meet you. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. Okay. Great. Excellent. Well, I'll let you get back to your fairy tale, and I will talk to you later.
Yeah. Have a
and
good
sh-
one.
She like gets up and like swaggers away, having secured herself a date. While that was going on, you didn't notice, Kaz, while you're putting away some books, there is a moment when the lights go out for you, and you begin to be dragged down a hallway, and like through a door, like pretty quick. Like it's at the end of one of the like bits of the stacks where there was a door nearby, and it cuts to a little bit later. We see Kaz in like all the punk outfit in this like, I don't know, chamber. It's all like, it's dark in here. There's candles everywhere, and the like bag gets pulled off of Kaz's head. And there's like 3 people in like black robes with white detailing, and one of them is holding like a glowing ball, like a glowing orb, and he starts in, and you can see that there's like a couple other people next to you, and he starts in this speech that's like, "You have been chosen for the Order of the White Wisp," and like the speech gets like halfway through the speech, you realize that this is like almost identical to the speech of like a fantasy character in Dungeons and Darkness. Like it's cribbed straight out of the book, but like some of the names are changed.
Okay.
And you get the sense about like halfway through this situation that they are, you have been like, they're trying to get you to join some sort of order or frat.
Das ist gelb, Tonkat. This is yellow, not white.
And one of them is like, "Oh no, it doesn't matter. The color's fine. It does. That's not what the white. Nobody actually has a white." And the other one's like, "Shh, all are welcome." Like,
Do you kidnap everyone this way?
and like he kind of like, it breaks his speech, right? And he's like, well, yeah."
And people join this way?
Yeah, it's kind of exciting. I thought everybody liked this. And then the other two on the side, they're like, "Yeah, this is cool." But then the
How
other one
many
is like,
women have you initiated before?
"Oh, well, we didn't want to assume. Was that wrong? Should we not have?" You can.
If
You
they-
know what? Yeah, that's okay. So, well, if you're okay, we'll finish the ceremony, and then maybe we can talk about a change, like looking at some of our practices after.
I think that is a good idea, yeah.
Okay, great.
You know
great.
what? I think I should join your little club. Yes. Let us go on. All right.
Okay, and he like he does like a he does this like prep his voice thing, and then he like goes back into his speech, and it cuts to another room where it's like a bunch of nerds, right? Like it's or a bunch of geeks who are probably just the best kids at doing magic in this school, and the other room looks a lot more like a frat, but it's a little cleaner. It's not really like It looks a little bit like the Revenge of the Nerds frat. Like, there's some neurotic people that live here that are cleaning a lot. And so it's not like a dirty place. But it's also not, like, super cool. And so they're like, okay, so these are the... So, okay, so what you have to do to join is, one, you have to do these spells. And he, like, they like, explain some really hard magic or something like that definitely should be something you could do as a freshman, but not, like, it wouldn't be easy. And the other, like, one of them seems a little nervous. But you were the only one, you and one other person here have a wisp. And the other person appears to be, like, much older, like, in their mid-20s.
Okay. All right. Well, let us get on with it. What do you want? What is it you want me to do?
Okay, great. All right. And so I think they're like, the first challenge must be completed by, and like they give like a time frame that seems like way too much time for that challenge. And then they leave a book out on the thing, and the three of you who are being brought in, like they leave you in the room to look it over. And it's a pretty intricate spell. Like it requires different, pulling in a different kinds of light. Like the different people have to like manage different kinds of light to get this spell to work. But yeah, so you have to have like conjured something by the end of the time.
Okay. So is there like a scrambling for the book, or did we all have ample time to look it over? Or
so I think one of them like grabs the book and he's like, okay, so these are supposed to be really hard, so we should probably, and he like starts reading it, and the other guy's like, nah, it's fine, everybody gets in, and he's like, how would you even know? I didn't even know this existed, and like he's like going through it, and he's like, it says here we have to work together. So, all right. And he starts looking around the room, and you can tell that there's only one color of light in here.
Yeah, we have to work together, which means what you have to tell us what you are seeing. We do not know.
Okay, so we're gonna need yellow, green, and blue light to make this work, I think. And we have to have, it's like an illusion you can touch. I don't know. It's not really specific. We just have to make some sort of like thing that exists but can move around independently of us.
Yeah. I just kind of like flex my little wispy guy.
Wow. Okay. Great. Well, okay, so you get yellow. Okay, I'm pretty good with illusions. Dude, I hope you know green. And the other guy's like, I mean, I'll figure it out, I guess. And so what happens is the three of you are gonna have to roll. Like you're gonna have to roll. And the other two will be sort of doing this ritual. And then we'll just use, the risk here is whether or not you can do your part. And we'll assume that I think you can probably take -2 to just make them succeed.
-2
to your yellow roll.
Oh, okay.
To say that you're gonna like take on the brunt of helping them do theirs and do yours.
Oh, sure. Okay. So I'm gonna roll yellow. How am I feeling about this? Pretty confident.
Well, you have to roll yellow if you're doing yellow magic.
Okay.
So you're handling the conjuration. So and the kid who's good at illusions is like, oh, what do we want this thing to look like? I mean, it looks like here that maybe it could be like a horse or something.
We could make it a horse. What?
Goddamn
What are we?
unicorn.
What is it we are making?
It just has to be an illusion you could physically touch. Like, I mean, something you could sit on and ride around. Maybe. Hell, we can make it look like a car. It doesn't matter. It just has to be something you can physically interact with.
We could make a horse. We could make a unicorn.
You know what? If you want to go for the flair of a unicorn, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, let's do a unicorn. Okay. So I will make the unicorn, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'll work on the illusion so it doesn't just look yellow. Do we want to just do the one from that show? It was like Cinder Bright or something. She had a unicorn, right? I'm just making this up. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, Cinder Bright. Yeah, she had a unicorn. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's the only one I can picture. Sorry. So he starts like trying
like
to.
Lisa Frank vomited a unicorn.
Yeah. So he starts working on this, and the other guy's like, okay, I don't know how much you all know about green magic. I'm supposed to make this thing actually function. I think it has to poop. he's like reading it or something. It has to. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And he like goes back to reading. And so yeah, so you can roll to make this thing happen.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll yellow, but it's 2 steps up. Okay. And do I get it's am I just rolling yellow?
Yeah, well, you roll yellow and then mental.
Okay. So so D10. A 10.
Nice. Okay, is that with your -2?
No, with -2, it's my highest is an 8 though.
Okay, that's still good. That is a success with no consequences.
Woohoo!
And so yeah, you're able to like help the rest of them by like describing the unicorn from the show and trying to like, I don't know, explain to him what you want it to do to make it seem like an actual real animal. You manage to. What does it look like? Like what does the spell work look like as you all weave it together?
So it's blue and yellow and green, and it's like these wisps of sparkles that are kind of going in concentric spirals. Like we're all standing. If you imagine a circle, we're standing in equidistant points, sort of like a Mercedes logo without the stuff in the middle. But like the spirals are all the energy's like this differently colored. You could see like little motes floating with also like a little gaseous trail, and they all wind together like if you know what Yggdrasil, the Norwegian tree of life, looks like. Mm-hmm. And then it just kind of grows into this, like these vines just grow into hooves, and they kind of coalesce and build the hocks and the shoulders and the neck and the mane and the tail and grow the horn and like as the unicorn like shakes its head and stomps, it poops.
Yay!
And this dude is like, yes, gross. Oh, why did they make us do that? And then the guys, like the people who are kind of running it, come back in, and they're like, wow, okay, I thought maybe like a goat or something small, but this is majestic. And like he starts clapping. And he's like, did someone take a shit in here? Like, and then it cuts to the three of you and the dude who's like running this, and there's the what did we call the name? What's the cool kid sorority? Kaimu?
Kaimu.
Kaimu.
Okay. So Kaimu is doing some like parade, and they're making their rush, the people rushing, like do some sort of parade or something like that around the quad of the school. And he's like, all right, this is why it has to poop. Send it in to
Oh
lead
my
the
God.
parade. And so, yeah, you can tell us what it looks like as it like tries to take the field.
So it tries to lead the parade, and it's I don't know how gross I can get with this, but I thought it was something very funny. It basically it has to stop like every 5 feet to poop. And so like the parade is inside. Is it where's the parade?
It's like running through the quad, like they're making them move through the school.
Okay, so like it'll run and like stop and poop and run and stop and poop, and by the time it gets like makes the loop back, it's like 30 to 40% smaller because the poop is still just
losing mass.
magical energy. So it's shrinking.
And there's definitely like we see the all these geeks sort of like just laughing their asses off as the poor preps are trying to maintain their composure as they do this parade and not break.
Cool.
And so a little later in the day, where's Audrey?
I can't decide if I'm ditching or not. It's starting to look really, really appealing, though. I think. I think Audrey actually does try to go to practice. So if it's around that time, that's where she'll be.
Okay. Cool. So most of the girls in the locker room are complaining about the events of this afternoon.
Oh,
where
yeah.
some jerk conjured a unicorn and made it shit in the path of their parade, and so they're like complaining about ruined shoes and
They totally don't get it, like at all. They just don't get it.
Yeah, if Audrey was in a better mood, she actually, you know what, whatever, she does it anyway. Audrey snorts when she laughs, which is embarrassing, but happens every once in a while. So, or at least for her, it's embarrassing. So, like, she hears it and just cannot help it, and just. Wow, it's actually hard to do.
And I think Tina is like, oh my gosh, if you had. You are lucky that you did not try to rush this sorority.
I feel like I dodged a bullet.
I'm
How are
gonna
your
tell
shoes?
everyone you snort when you laugh. And then she turns and walks away.
Just that, like, no, you. Everything's fine. Yeah, but like Audrey, like you can tell the exhaustion meter is like completely has just gone down as the day has gone on.
So let's see a montage of your practice happening, and how are you keeping up? Like, it's got to be physically taxing, right?
I don't think I think she's missing, like, I think she's not missing like catching people or anything, thank God. But like there's definitely like there's no pep. I think one of the other cheerleaders, one of the Tiffany's, is just like, there's no pep here. And she just like, I know, I can't, I had a really late night. She's just trying very hard not to be, she's trying, but it's not working. So I think about halfway through, she's just like laying next to her stuff. Deciding whether or not she's gonna just leave.
Nice. I think the coach comes over to like check on you.
Yeah.
Did you make your coaching class before this?
Oh fuck! I have coaching. Yes, but I wasn't paying attention.
Okay. And she's like, Audrey, I don't know how much of that lesson you got today, but there was a little bit of a lead by example message that I was hoping to impart to everyone today, and I'm feeling like maybe I missed it.
You're doing great. Like one arm over. You're doing great. I think. Yeah, it's fine. You're good.
Something going on at home, or
No, I just had a late night and I'm tired and it's been a week.
yeah, first weeks of school can do that to you.
Oh my
So I'm gonna need you to practice at the practices. If you want to compete, we do have a competition coming up in a little under a week, or a little over a week. That I mentioned every practice.
I have
So,
not forgotten. I honestly, maybe I just had some bad shellfish. I think I need to go home.
yeah.
And she like looks up and like does. Maybe she did have some bad shellfish.
And she's like, okay, well, every day's a new day. So tomorrow, why don't you show up ready to practice? Okay?
I will do that.
Awesome. Okay. And then she shout, I'm not going to shout into the mic, but she shouts back at she's like, all right, girls, and starts clapping and gathering them up for something else. Yeah, so that passes. Anything else happen there?
I think Audrey's still she's not going home because she still has to go to work and stuff after this. So she's gonna go hide in the library or someplace that's quiet.
I think I guess yeah, so you can definitely find a place to hide in the library. Where's Harold?
I think I'm. I think I probably went home and grabbed a couple of things, tried to put together an outfit for Seymour out of the closet. To avoid having to take him actually shopping.
Right.
But I don't think it's going to work. Here's the important part. Seymour neglected to ask for my number or make actual arrangements for where to meet me. So I don't have his number. So after a while, I think I'll probably realize that, and then
The 80s.
Yeah. Imagine how it's hard to remember what it was like to have a hard time finding a friend.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm never seeing them again.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the 80s was before learning object permanence.
Right.
They're just whatever. They exist in a different time space continuum now.
That's amazing.
So I don't think I'm going to worry about Seymour. But I am going to go shopping for myself to put together something absolutely amazing for the
Amanda.
Amanda concert trip.
Oh shit! I have to call Neil at some point. God damn it!
See, I just have to keep you busy enough that you actually, the player forgets all of the,
Right.
the responsibilities that your character has. That's my job for your character.
Oh.
Okay, cool. So so do we see like a shopping montage of you getting ready?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's got to be like just like I almost kind of I guess that would be it would have to be like a glam roll if I wanted to roll to see how
Yeah.
well I put something together.
Yeah. To see like if you form a killer outfit.
Yeah. Cuz I kind of want to leave that to chance a little bit.
Sure.
I think that's more interesting. So that's a D4.
His goth level is over 9,000.
Oh, it might be. Yeah, boy. So that's 21.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I'm serious about this.
His goth level is over 9,000.
Yeah. So a 12 plus is great effect. So I'm going to say that on the night that you wear this outfit, you will be in control unless someone else tries to take control from you. So like you walk into a room and you are in control of that room. Sort of basically what it means is most things you don't have to roll for, like, hey, I want to get someone to do what I want. You don't have to roll for that. You want to do something that's got a risk, you roll it +2 while you are in control.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I dig it.
What's the song that played over your shopping montage?
Man, that's tough.
Shopping montages are usually happy and goth, but it's a goth shopping montage.
I love the idea of it.
You know what I think it is?
Pure...
I think it's Queen's Play the Game.
Nice. Nice. Cool. So we see that going on as you're doing shopping. I think you bump into Mr. Whitmore.
Okay.
At the mall. I think we see him with there's definitely a bag for the store you were just in.
Okay.
And he's like, Harold?
I think that's the moment when the music from the shopping montage stops.
Yeah.
Right? And then Harold kind of takes a second and shakes his head as comes out of it sort of and goes, "Oh, hey."
Oh my goodness, I didn't expect to see you. And he runs over and I think he does the double kiss, the double cheek kiss.
Yeah, okay.
And he's like, what are you doing here? Well, I mean, shopping, but I thought you had school all day or.
Well, just classes in the morning. I kind of finish stuff up and.
Okay.
Then we I just felt like getting something together,
Yeah.
Things fresh. I had a friend that was going to meet me, but I don't know where they ended up.
Oh, well, look, if you were going to meet a friend, we can get together another time.
Well, they didn't show up yet, so I'm free.
Great. Say, there's this really good sushi restaurant. It's only a couple blocks away. If you wanna.
Yeah.
Great.
Sushi would be amazing.
Great. And so he throws his arm around you and he's like, I coulda, if you, hey, whatever. If you ever wanna, just go on a little shopping spree, you can always let me know. And he starts to walk you out of the place. And I think is there like a sad Seymour who sees you, but then like like he finally found you?
Yeah, I love that. I love it. Like as like we're exiting the mall, like it's just a shot of Seymour like on the second floor, like looking down, seeing us walk out, and he's like, "Hey!"
Yeah.
But I don't hear him at all because
It's like a mall, and you're not gonna hear someone screaming your name. And so it's like, oh, cool, and like you leave that scene and go off to go have like fancy food with your hot older boyfriend. And so are we okay to cut to Joe? Does Joe go to office hours?
Do you mean Zach?
Sorry,
Zach goes
sorry.
to office hours.
Yeah, Joe doesn't go to office hours. I don't know.
Joe is Zach's secret evil twin brother, who we'll reveal next episode. Zach goes to office hours, but so Joe the player is concerned because we never discussed any of our evidence, and I have no idea what to ask. But Zach's just gonna lean into this and go.
Yeah. So we can try, but it seems like Audrey's a little too busy for that to have actually happened.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I think it makes more sense that it just never, like, you never got the chance to talk about it. So we see the office. It's a pretty clean cut office. There's college like offices are usually shared. So there's probably like some personal items in here, but for the most part, it's just like a couple of desks and things like that. And he's sitting behind his desk reading what looks like a personal journal, or like he's like taking notes, but it doesn't look like schoolwork. He closes it when you come in. He's like, "Oh, please, come in." Zach, I'm so glad that you could make it. Especially after a conversation. I just have you been having any experiences with strange magic or anything since we talked?
I mean, define strange.
Well, last time you said you felt like people were getting sick around you, and you felt like maybe that was something you were causing. Is that anything like that still going on, or?
Actually, no. This is gonna sound crazy. I believe in unicorns. Like I know, like unicorn, but
Okay, that's a.
I started to believe in unicorns. Things got better. Actually, everything got better. Do you know anything about unicorns?
Are you saying that you encountered a unicorn and that's what made you believe in it, and things got better after that, or what brought you to suddenly believe in unicorns?
Just decided to. For a long time, I thought unicorns were stupid, and I was angry all the time, and there's just something about unicorns. There's something about what they represent. I don't know what it is, but it just, when I started to embrace it, I think unicorns are real, and I think they can do things that help us and heal us. I can't believe I just said that, but
no, you're making sense, Zach.
Am I?
What if I told you that there was a whole wide world of magic beyond what modern magic comprehends?
I've always felt that. Remember what we were talking about last time?
Yes.
Like, magic should be for everybody. Like, I keep having this gut feeling that they're not telling us everything. And I mean, I know maybe unicorns are real. I don't know. How would we know unless we try?
I can't agree more. Look, I'm part of a group, and we are working to change the face of modern magic. To get it out of the hands of the few and into the hands of the many. Honestly, I think you would be a good fit.
Sounds like everything I've wanted but never admitted, because nobody would ever believe me, or people would just think I'm part of the red agenda. Well, you're socializing magic. I mean, to hear you say it, like, I know you get it. Like,
There's
yeah.
Does he really get it?
Like, you really get it. You're in a group. Like, like how did I not know about this?
Listen,
like, what are you guys?
I can't. We make decisions as a whole. None of our decisions are made by a one. Everyone gets a vote on what happens with this group, and so I can't just bring you in on my own, but I am going to make the case tonight that you should be there. You should be one of us, because I think you have what it's going to take. I think you have the will, and I think you have the drive to see magic grow and to see magic in the hands of people who need it.
Yes.
Look,
Yes.
And he reaches back and he grabs this journal, and he's like, I'd like you to take a look at some of these. They're not going to look like the same sigil work that you've seen in your textbooks, but I think you're going to find that they're going to expand what you believe magic can accomplish.
Wait, this is possible? Like, Zach's just flipping through the pages, and he's genuinely interested, and he's like, this is, I mean, they always said we can't do this. This is real. You're saying this is real?
These are some minor incantations. Take it home, try it out, and I'll tell you what the group says tomorrow. Either way, I'm not going to cut you out. If they're not taking people at the time, I will help you on your journey. But I really think that you are going to be an integral part of our mission.
I would like to roll to assess if he's putting me on.
Sure.
I think once a game, I pull out the John Mulaney quote, I hear your horn, and I also don't want to be doing what I'm doing.
See, and I thought you were going to go for, now, we don't have time to unpack all of that.
That too. I'm sitting here like, no.
Is this a mental or sway?
You trying to figure him out? Probably psych.
Yeah, psych. Oh man, I really need to level up my psych. I was yellow, but I'm now. Ooh. I can't use the orange because there's still too much heat. So I would just roll. Oh shoot, I'm rolling blank. Okay.
Yeah, so you just roll one die.
This is not great. 4 explodes.
Okay.
maybe that's good. 6. Not
Cool.
horrible, but not good.
So success with complication. This is just to try to figure out if you think he's
Yeah.
I don't know, like what's your preconceived notion? What do you expect is happening here?
So I'm thinking he is part of something and he believes what I'm telling him. I'm trying to gauge if he knows or he suspects that I'm playing him.
Okay, so you want to see. Okay,
If that makes
got
sense.
it. Got it. All right. So I think.
Like, how genuine is this? Would be like.
Okay, so I think that you are. You get this like. You end up extremely cautious, right? Like this is super. Actually, you have a condition on vigilant, right? Or on orange.
Orange, yes.
What's your condition there?
Too much heat.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you get the feeling that this is
I'm paranoid.
definitely gonna bring you some heat.
Yeah.
Like getting involved, whatever this is, it is gonna be a commitment, and there's gonna be no turning back. And there's definitely like he's like, this is it. This is your one chance to either go in and find out what's happening or back out and let it go.
Yeah, I only got one shot. Do not.
I think
my chance to
that
blow.
is the thing. But you don't get the sense that he is like. It doesn't seem like he knows that you are trying to figure out about him.
Right.
It seems like he legitimately wants you to join his group.
Like we're actually connecting over this. Like.
Yeah. But like.
Okay.
You're getting this weird like mob vibe, right? Like once you're in, you're in, or something is like, I think the like complication that you get.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, great. I tell him thank you. I mean, if this is real, this is everything I've been looking for. Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm glad you didn't end up at BU like me.
You know what? Me too. I am glad every day for the choices that I've made.
Hey, weird question. If unicorns were real, have you ever seen one? Like a real one?
I've seen enough to know that they're real. But no, I have not been in the presence of one.
If I see one, what should I do? Are they safe?
The way the fairy tales tell it, they paint all of these Lightborn as like beautiful mythical creatures just here to save our lives, or just brimming with goodness, right?
Yeah.
But the light corrupts just as much as the dark. And some of these creatures are sick with the power they have gained by being transformed by that early magic. Except for unicorns. They're supposed to be.
Except for unicorns.
They're supposed to be the ones. They're the ones that are supposed to have weathered it and come out the other end. This source of pure, true light.
Has anyone ever caught one?
I've heard stories. It's not something you want to take on lightly, though.
Yeah, I bet.
They're
Wow, I
powerful
mean,
creatures.
this is blowing my mind. I should get going. I'm gonna be late for band practice, but this has been amazing. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Life must go on.
I'm gonna practice all of these. I can't wait to get started. Thank you. Thank you so much. Um, I'll guess I'll catch you in class.
I'll know tomorrow. So
Cool.
cool. All right, and he like goes and sits back down at his desk and opens a new journal and starts writing.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna walk out very
Okay.
quickly.
and I think we can cut to maybe like later in the evening, if all of you want to do like jump to a hey, we're all gonna get together and try to hash this out.
Yeah, do you guys want to meet at the diner while Audrey's on shift?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Cool. So I think we get that like shot of the diner, of the outside of the diner with the like pink and seafoam green neon sign, and then it cuts inside and we see you at your do you like take up a booth? Do you sit at the counter so you can get more time with Audrey? How do you all figure it out?
We sit in a booth in her section, like in the corner, so that we're kind of away from people. But we can pretend to like need her recommendations on menu items so she can, so that people can't, so that we can't be overheard
Right. Okay, cool.
at Denny's.
Do
So
you like the water better, or should I get the water?
So the moon's over my hammy. Are there any actual moons on the sandwich?
So
Yes.
So this is a series of like over the shoulder shots. In this type of scene, I don't really intervene with a lot of problems. So you all just hash things out until we feel like you've answered the question that you've come in with. We do need to say what we want to know when we get out of this scene, though. So what's the question we're trying to answer, or like?
I'd like to go through those ledgers and see what I mean. The basic question is, who bought what from this person, and if there's any like pattern to what he was like selling. Like, does he have like a secret code for how he lists that stuff, and whatever Zach learned. So I want to get an idea of their plans.
Zach's gonna share everything. He's not gonna hold anything back. Just totally upfront, all of it. But you guys probably get the sense that Zach kind of wants to join this thing. Like he's describing it, but he's not like describing it as if he's against it. Kind of like that's the vibe.
I think Audrey definitely, like, as they're having that conversation, she keeps saying like, yeah, but you're not actually gonna do it, and like keeps walking, like walks away and like keeps checking in.
Audrey. Do you have cat food? Do you guys have cat food?
No.
Do you have salmon? Do you have salmon?
We have tuna. Hold on. And like one of the like when your guys' entrees come out, a tuna melt also comes with it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, good. I gotta feed Seymour.
Did you name the cat Seymour?
I don't know. It's a cat. I don't think it's a cat. I mean, it looks like a cat, but it's got like vampire wings. Anyway, Seymour, eat up. And Seymour pops out of my jacket and he is nibbling at the tuna melt.
You can't have that in here.
And it's suddenly Seymour.
You've been waiting so long.
Speaking
to
of Seymour, did anybody hear from him this afternoon? Like, he never got a hold of me.
Not since this morning. No.
Wait, that guy's named Seymour too?
Yeah, that's that guy.
Yeah, it's named after your cat.
No. Yeah.
Crazy Seymour? That weird dude's got the same name as you.
Oh my god.
Random.
What did you learn anything from? Okay, so
Excuse me.
that aside, and don't let the manager see that.
That's fine. It's fine. And within moments, like it's as if Seymour just disappears.
So he's like the bat-winged Cheshire cat.
Yeah.
All right.
Just see little kitty muzzle, the tuna melt disappearing.
Yeah.
That may be the most metal cat of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a couple real problems beyond Seymour and his terrible fashion sense.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't think anybody saw what happened. And it was just
I think
self-defense. I mean, aside from stealing the books from the place, like that was kind of
did the
hard
place
to-
actually burn down? Was that a lie?
No, I didn't. I threatened to burn it down. I bluffed the
Okay.
guy into thinking I set the place on fire.
So
Oh,
at the
well,
moment,
then we're fine.
there's a dead guy and all of his ledgers are gone. And we have them.
Yeah.
like I'm assuming that there are like police procedurals on TV at this point
Mm-hmm.
that incorporate magic,
Yeah.
Dum, dum.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there like forensic magic? Because this came into my head at the end of the last game, and I almost forgot about it until right now.
Right.
But like, is there gonna be like a
So I think the show that does this, it's not because there's no like divination spells, but what you do get is there's a show like The Mentalist, but it's the Celestial, and it's
Yes.
someone who sees
So good.
like prophecies, and they like run down the leads.
okay? Yeah. So I don't think it's a big. I don't think the chances are that most police departments are going to have someone that's getting magical assistance to track this down. And we didn't leave evidence at the place, guys.
No, because we have it all.
Yeah, but
If someone
nobody
goes there, they're gonna find evidence of all kinds of fairy creatures being locked up.
Yeah,
it's
the
a
fact that
magic
his-
investigator.
The
They're
fact that
gonna
his ledgers are missing are going to be the least of their concern.
they're going to think like bad dude running a bad illegal business got into some trouble with somebody and they took his stuff. Like it's not
Okay.
they're not going to
except
immediately jump to local college kids murder store owner.
unless the one witness shows up and tells them. Or did you forget? And Audrey like a bell rings and she walks away to grab someone's food and like deliver it.
I think the camera shows when the bell rings. I think the camera shows someone coming into the diner, and it's like someone in a really nice suit with a pop collar, and they go and they sit in a back booth.
See, this only ends poorly for all of us.
It's not in your section though.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
like
think
she
it's-
that. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say I don't think it's something that like the group notices. It's just like someone enters and goes and sits in the back, like people coming in and out of a diner.
But yeah, Audrey is having this particular conversation like as she's working. So it's again the whole like
Yeah.
you have my full attention. Walks away.
So does anybody go through the ledgers?
I do.
Okay. So as you're like searching through these ledgers, you find out that there are two other people who move magical creatures in the city. One of them is seems like they're kind of big time, and another one is kind of small potatoes, like this guy was. Like this guy's operation was definitely he was doing it on his own. He probably interacted with whatever the bigger scene was, but he's definitely not like someone who was running a ring, right? um, the couple of names in here, I think they're just like pseudonyms, right? So it's like Mr. Jeffries and let me write these down because I'm making them up as. So you find,
And we are going to run these down.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm writing them down. So so you see, Mr. Jeffries seems to be the like big name, right? And then there is a smaller name that seems to be like the kind of deals that he's making with this person are similar to the kind of deals he would be making with anybody else. So they're probably say on par with what he was able to accomplish. And their name is Buford.
Buford.
Well, that's their pseudonym inside this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Buford or Buford with a B?
Buford.
Buford. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's like when you're, because you have the two books, right? So like one is the key for the other book, and so you're able to match up these names to these things, and then you also get like, you figure out who he sold magical creatures to. There's a bunch, like there's names in here that are people you would recognize. Like,
is Mr. Larson on there, or
Mr. Larson is definitely in the list. But it's not under Mr. Larson. It's under I lost his first name. Fred.
Fred.
So you find someone named Fred who purchased several pixies from him. But
not a shadow hound?
No. Actually, you know what? I think you see a trade of shadowhounds for pixies. So the shadowhounds are payment.
Do we see who it's to?
To the guy that you murdered.
Ah.
So Fred was trading shadowhounds for pixies with Jethro.
He was giving out shadow hounds
in trade for
return,
for pixies. Yeah.
Okay.
Which means he absolutely had access to those hounds.
Correct.
He probably knows how to summon them or manifest them or something.
Yeah.
So it was between the guy that we murdered and who?
Fred Larson
and Fred. Teacher? So it just says Fred, but the timeline seems to line up. And I think the card, because you got the business card, probably said Fred on it, like in a different hand, like it was written Fred on the business card from Mr. Larson, so you can make the connection.
I'm gonna compare that to the grimoire that I was handed. Like, I want to see if there are spell components that like reference to things that were being bought and sold. Like, is there a connection here?
Sure. So
yeah.
So it seems like there's like two spells in here, and the more you look at them, the more it feels like you can read them. But they're not like, they're not the kind of sigils that are in your normal books, right? So there's no guide. There's no like thing that says this is what this does.
There's no,
It's just a circle with some lines and some shapes, and the more you stare at it, the more you get the feeling.
Like, I can intuit what it might be.
Yeah, like as you're sitting here, you feel like if you just really wanted to know what it meant, like you get the feeling that someone could help, like there's help out there if you just let it in.
Did you miss 9th grade health class?
I'm going to close this and not look at it anymore.
Okay.
But I'm going to relate to the group, like, I think this is something was wanting me to know what it was and wanting me to let it in. Remember those commercials? This is your brain on dark magic? That's what it felt like. I don't know if that's what it is. Should I do it?
No.
Okay. Okay. I'm just... I didn't
Like,
want to.
Yeah, we all laughed at those commercials, but seriously, man, no.
That stuff will mess you up.
I mean, I could. It'd be really easy. It's like
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
the point.
I just need to stop fighting it.
That's
Kaz
what
just
they
reaches
say.
over and smacks him upside the head.
Ooh, I missed that. Thanks.
What are you thinking?
I wasn't thinking.
No.
Yeah, somebody else maybe should hold on to that. I don't have the greatest self-control. I'm starting to try to be more honest and take responsibility.
Yeah.
And that's not something I should have.
All right. I take it.
So when you try to take it, your wisp like flies in your face and starts doing like this blink, 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 blink.
Oh. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Can I
Blink,
take
blink.
it?
Blink, blink. Blink, blink.
Ah.
Blink, blink.
So, can he take it? And they point to Harold.
And it's like it just keeps blinking no.
Can I take it?
It just keeps saying no.
It doesn't want any of us to mess with it, but
Let me
obviously
ask
someone
again.
has to take it.
Let me ask again. Can I take it?
And it just keeps blinking, and it's like it just like goes back and like does its thing.
Guys, maybe
think-
I should take it.
This is 100% a bad idea. Like,
I mean, he gave it to me.
We could just
It wouldn't look good being in someone
bury
else's
it.
hands.
Hide it
You're
in
right.
the woods somewhere.
No, I
gave
gotta
it to
return
you.
it. I gotta give it back to him tomorrow.
Well, then it goes back to him, and you never read it. No harm, no foul.
I think Harold.
he is 100% part of this evil teacher cult, dude.
I don't
Like-
know that. Like, he made a
He-
lot of good points.
He gave you a book that you said made it feel like the dark magic wanted to come in.
Yeah, but I don't know for sure. That's just what it feels like. What if that's just what people tell us? So we don't learn how to use this.
I think Audrey walks back from whatever she was doing and just says, "Give me the book and say you lost it, and I'll bury it in the backyard."
I think I gotta go. Simon,
Listen.
come on.
Don't read the book, dude.
Zach,
Don't trust evil teacher cult, man.
This is-
They already tried to kill me/us.
and so did the guy in the shop. And
I
Seymour would
have a
agree,
chance to
Zach.
get on the inside. And if there's one thing I know how to do really well, it's destroy things from the inside.
Yeah, but none of us want you to destroy yourself, man. That's not what this is about.
There must be something else that we can do. This is not the best way. Perhaps we can Is there someone else that we know that might?
I want to suggest Harold's contact, but I don't know that.
Is there someone that will not be tempted? Perhaps someone without any magical ability.
Or, someone who is an authority. There's got to be an authority on this.
Wait, out of character. My like sugar daddy guy. Is that who you're talking about?
I assume.
Oh, yeah. He's not a magical kind of guy. He just has a lot of money, and that's kind of like magic, but not.
That's the strongest magic.
The strong capitalism, the best magic.
So there is in the world there is an organization who gets called when weird magic shit happens. It's called the Celestial Intelligence Agency, and you can. I know.
No, I love it. I love it.
And
This is delightful.
I said I know, like I didn't write it. Yeah,
It's
and
the
they
magency
are-
part that really gets me.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
magency is what got me.
Yeah. But it's kind of like, I don't know. There's probably a few movies, like all of the Cold War movies have CIM agents as like the primary agents for like dealing with the conflict, because the Cold War is about dark mages being used as weapons.
Yeah. This is CIM stuff. This is above all of our pay grades.
Yeah, I don't think that any
Are
of
there
us.
like field offices? Like the FBI style? Like, are there like local offices, or is it like
With
Army
road trip to
Recruitment
DC?
Center.
Without the internet, could you tell me where the nearest CIA office is?
CIA? No. FBI? Yes.
Really?
Okay, so
You would go to the police and they would handle it.
That's true.
probably would be the thing that like a teen would think is where.
Yeah, as a teenager, probably not.
So
Yeah.
so like you could think like, oh, you know what, this is, the cops might know how to get in touch with someone. You could probably go to the library and like look up or get a phone book and try to figure it out maybe.
I'm not thrilled with the idea of us going to the cops because we did a murder. I'm just
And
gonna
there's
throw
too
that
much-
out again.
There's too much heat, so Zach's gonna put up a fight if it involves authority figures right now.
Yeah.
Or heat.
Or heat.
And-
Oh god.
Can we take photos of some of this stuff and then I'll return the
So-
book tomorrow?
So he wants you to take the book back tomorrow, and then what does he want to do? Like,
Well, he's going to talk to his group and see if maybe I can get in.
So on
So you're
that,
gonna join
uh,
the evil teacher cult. Cool.
on that, Kaz feels a twitch in their pocket where they've had the compass,
Mm.
The tracker.
the tracker.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you look out the window and you see Larson's car go by.
He just went that way.
oh shit, it's on. Like, I
Is he-
jump up from the table,
he
I pull
park-
like
is he-
$10 out of
is
my
he
pocket,
parking?
throw it on the table.
What was that, Claire?
Let's go.
Is he parking?
No, he's driving by. Like he just was.
Oh, he's not, like, coming
yeah,
here.
on the street outside the diner. You see his car go by. Because you've all been tracking him, so you know what his car looks like pretty intimately.
Right.
It doesn't look like he's going to McDonald's, guys. Let's go.
Oh yes.
I think you have like 5 minutes left on your shift.
Oh good. I was like, I'm just imagining everyone leaving me like, I guess I will stay here. But yeah, no, we're come on, it's fine. Audrey like grabs the keys from her keys from the back. She's like, let's just do this. And
I think
basically leaves without clocking out.
nice.
Like,
I think
still
at
in
that
uniform.
we cut to the parking lot with all of you getting to your car, like walking towards your cars, and there is there's a really well dressed guy leaning up against the pink Carmen Gia, the super noticeable pink Carmen Gia, with a pop collar on a really nice suit, and he says, "We have a problem, you and I."
Don't think we do.
No, we do.
I don't know who you are, and frankly, it's really creepy that you're outside a woman's car in the parking lot when she's getting off work.
I think his eyes flash like they go glossy, and it's hard to look away from him for a second. And then they go back to normal, and he's like, I'm not really that concerned about it. What I am concerned about is who's going to provide me with my meals.
So Clara knows what this is. Like, oh, fuck.
Because a bunch of dumb kids ran into my partner's shop and stuck a hole in his chest. And I mean, normally I wouldn't have a problem with that kind of thing, but I'm left with a dilemma. Who's going to go and get me my dinner?
You look like you have money. There's a diner right across, like not even across the street.
So
I'm off shift, so I don't get food for anyone.
wait a
I
minute.
don't think that is what he is asking.
I like that Kaz is like, guys.
Guys, come on.
Guys, come on.
I
Non-binary, done with your shit.
I am non-binarily done with this shit. I don't see that there. I don't see that there is a problem here. You see, as far as I am concerned, there is no hole in his chest, and there were no pixies at the show.
That's part of my problem, is that, look, you all seem new to this. And maybe like you stumbled into something that you didn't fully understand. But that's not really my problem, because you all forgot to check the security cameras. So, as long as those VHSs exist, you're going to do whatever I want.
You don't have those VHSs.
So here's the thing. You got me the first time with the fire. That was clever. But when I got around the block and the block didn't explode, I was pretty sure you were bluffing. So I went back. My pal was dead. Okay, sure. He was kind of a dick. But I need someone to go and get me some Lightborn from time to time. I mean, it's not a hard job. You just grab some, I don't know, magical creature, hit the woods. I'm not going to tell you how to do your work. You bring it to me, and the VHS
Buford?
tapes. What's that?
What about Buford? Right? That was one of the other dealers.
There's other suppliers.
Yeah, but they're going to want me to pay and go and do that. Listen.
Seems like it's not a problem for you.
Important people don't go shopping for themselves, if you understand. If you want to go shop at Buford's, that's fine with me.
I don't think that is how this is going to work. I think that you're going to walk away from us, and we are going to walk away from you. And that will be the end of it. I think otherwise there may be 2 holes in 2 chests.
Oh, okay.
I think at around that point, Audrey reaches into her backpack, where the unicorn sword has been sitting all day, burning a hole.
So it is 9:57. So I think that's where we cut with the pan over all of you taking your fighting stances. And this dude slowly lifting off the ground.
Oh, cool.
Sweet.
I'm super into the idea of fighting a vampire right now.
That's going to be super great. It's going to be awesome.
And
this is fine.
Yeah, I think it zooms in on vampire teeth thing, and that's where it cuts. And probably the end credit song is Sunglasses at Night.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. That's fair.
Cool. So
Cool.
Yeah.
do we
Everything's fine.
And scene.
Fine.
and scene.
This is
So
fun. We're having fun.
yeah, do we want to do XP real quick, and then we can we'll do the outro?
I'm
Sure.
okay to do it that way.
Okay. So again, if you hit your malfunctions at all during the session, you get to mark XP for those. If you hit the XP triggers.
Let's see. Well, I helped Zach without correcting him when he was having his moment about the unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
And I also didn't let him get away with I ran away from a fight. That's when I gave myself a heart, because I ran away from a fight when he said that I was just like his dad.
Mm.
And I just now defended myself and risked backflash to turn down a request.
Mm.
So
Nice.
that's what I got.
Nice.
Cool. Anybody else have malfunctions they hit?
I took one for being vulnerable to Audrey.
Oh, cool.
Sorry.
No. Just the whole showing that
for
I was
sure.
freaked out thing the night before. Yeah. The making the tape thing, it was just a thing.
Oh no, it's gonna get even worse. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. And that's what's awesome.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So that happened. Audrey, did you have any? Or Clara?
I took a heart for shutting down Harold and the tape, and what did I do? I forgot to call Neil. Oh well, I'll do it next time. Just gonna keep putting that off. Difficult for a friend, I don't think actually happened this game. I've taken more than enough hearts. So I think the only one only XP I got was from. Oh no, it's only hearts. All hearts this time.
Okay.
I will work towards XP next game.
How about Zach?
Cool. I gave myself 1 XP for when I let Kaz comfort me, and I told her, you could tell me that I broke your heart, and that would really make me feel better.
Nice.
I think I do hit it when I do something. I risk looking foolish to try something new by singing to Miss Strauss.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That was kind of a big one for me, and I think those were the 2 that I think I can think of right now.
Okay. Cool. And also, if you mentioned your schedule at all,
True.
you get 1.
Oh.
And if your schedule
Yeah.
was really important to the scene to the game, then you get 2.
True.
So Audrey gets 2 for having a scene at the diner, and also your schedule is going to be very important every time, it seems like.
Sorry.
It's a core conflict for you. That's okay. You hit less of your malfunctions, so it balances out.
Mm-hmm.
How about Kaz?
We had the library. We had a big scene at the library.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I got kidnapped because I was good in my intro to magic class.
That is true.
So I'm gonna give myself 2 XP for that.
You have officially joined the Order of the White Wisp. Okay, cool. How about Harold?
The only one I got was that being vulnerable this time.
Your French lessons came up because you ditched out on Seymour to go to dinner. Or to
Oh,
go
okay.
food.
Yeah, all right. I could dig that. I thought it was more like I had to bring it up kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But
If
yeah,
I'm
I
okay
mean-
with being liberal with it.
Okay. All right. I'll take that one. That's cool.
How about Zach?
Because I did slowly build the rage of Seymour, so I dig that.
Yeah. I think we're all just actively contributing to Seymour's eventual rise as our villain.
I was gonna say he is going to come out and try to murder us, and we only have ourselves to blame.
Mm-hmm.
You're not wrong.
And it's rad.
Yes.
I'm very here for it, but
We have met the enemy, and it
we
is
are
us.
absolutely gonna deserve what's coming.
Every
to
minute
us.
of it. Yes.
I think Zach definitely hit band practice makes sense because you mentioned that you had to go to band practice, and also you did you have intro to the arts singing, so like I think you're getting 2.
Oh, right. Okay,
for
cool.
this.
I gave myself a 1 for that. I'll give another. Oops, me a 10. Cool.
Cool. So there's that, and then of course if you kept anything under a 3, we didn't roll a ton of dice this session. It was a lot of like figuring stuff out. But yeah, so that's XP.
Nice.
Anything else before I do the outro?
at some point
Oh.
I will remember to call Neil.
I don't know.
It's not so well.
You should change. You
Not
should
looking
change your
great.
malfunction to every time you put off for Neil, and you'll level up so quick.
So
Right,
something
right.
else I can mention is if you feel like your character is drifting clicks, like if your malfunctions aren't making sense and you feel like you're drifting into a different click, just because of the way that your arc is going, you can swap out one malfunction from your click for one of another click. If it makes sense, right? Like if your character got really into cheerleading and ended up a little more preppy, right? Like you could start taking prep ones, that kind of stuff, right? Like as it goes.
Yeah, as it is right now, I'm happy with how it's happening. I just like I think it's kind of funny that like I just totally forgot to do that this game.
Yeah.
And also I have to rewatch last week's episode to figure out when that party actually is. Because I cannot remember.
That's the best part.
What have I committed to? Who knows?
So I have told Audrey when the party is, when the alumni dinner is, and when your cheer performance is.
Yeah, and I think they're all the same freaking day. Well, I'm gonna have to re-listen to everything. 'Cause I'm gonna have to keep an agenda for my fake college student, which
That's
is
amazing.
fine.
All right. Well, that's that's the end of tonight's session. We hope you enjoyed it. Join us on. Oh shoot! I didn't change the date for the end. Join us on September 21st for our next session. If you want to catch up on past episodes or find all of the other APs on the Happy Jacks network, visit happyjacks.org/shows. If you'd like to learn more about Lighthearted, the game that we are currently playing, you can go to lighthearted.games. And if you'd like to learn more about me, you can follow me on Twitter @KurtPotts. I'll throw it to our cast so that they can do their outros or plug anything that you'd like. Dave.
I have been CADave, and I'm on Twitter @CASithLord. I'm slowly trying to make an effort to actually use the platform more, because I tend to be weird about it. Like I'll get into it and I'll actually start replying to people and being active, and then I'll just forget for weeks, and then I'll come back to it and be like, yeah, sorry out there, people that follow me on Twitter looking for something witty. That's just not it's not happening on a regular. I apologize. I will be back this next Sunday here on Happy Jacks for Murmurs from the Abyss, our Call of Cthulhu game, at 4 o'clock Pacific, where we've got a new adventurer with us that is so far the most sane among us. We'll see how long that lasts. It really depends on Stu. Because dogs made out of right angles and yogurt tend to ruin everybody's day pretty quick.
Don't think too hard about it, Clara.
Okay.
That's the point. Even the more you think about it, the worse it gets.
It's yogurt all the way down. Well, speaking of that, Clara, how you're up.
What do I do? Oh yeah, hi. I'm Clara. You can find me all over the internet as clearly_golden, unless you're into mermaids, in which case mermaid_clarity on Instagram. I'm also this month on Games We Never Plays podcast. We are going through. We did a one-shot sort of vertical slice of Dresden Files. Dresden Files Fate Accelerated. Whew. And we just started, so the character creation episode came out today, and throughout the month we will be releasing episodes where we we'll to play the one shot, and at the end of the month we'll review it. I think that's it. Claire's gonna do the other one.
Yeah.
Claire, you go.
And Clara and I are, I'm Claire, by the way. We are in a band called the Merry Wives of Windsor, and we just released our 9th studio album. 7th I've been on, I think 3rd you've been on, Clara?
I think it's the 2nd. I missed Drinker's Anthem because I was in college.
That's right. Okay, so it's the 2nd year. So anyway, it's amazing. I'm really pleased with it. I think it's the best album we've ever released. Yeah, so of course I have to say that they pay me. No, they don't pay me to say that at all.
But we both wrote lyrics for songs on it, and Claire wrote a ton of music on this album.
I did. I wrote a lot. So check it out. We're everywhere at Merry Wives, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and there's links all over the place to where you can buy our music, or you can find us on Spotify with This Is Merry Wives of Windsor radio. So
awesome. Joe.
Hey y'all, I have been Joe, and I will continue to be Joe for the next foreseeable future. I will be back next Monday as well. You can find me here most every Monday, either for Lighthearted right here, or in the Great American Witch campaign, which is winding down to its final episodes. We're heading into the series finale, which has been amazing. If you guys haven't been up to speed, it's not too late to binge watch from episode 1. It's only 30 hours of content. You're fine. It's an amazing story, amazing cast. I'm so happy to have been part of it, and I'm so excited to see how it's all going to end. So yeah, tune in for that. Otherwise, I will see you all back here Monday night with these people for Lighthearted. And no babies today.
No
in
babies.
Bathrooms.
No babies.
So this might be a healthy maturing of Zachary that we're witnessing.
No
Let's
babies
see
in
how
bed.
well,
that-
you know what? We haven't technically fully left the diner yet. We may
That's
have combat and have to dash into the diner.
That's
So
true.
There could be a baby in that bathroom.
There was a cat in a jacket.
There
Yes,
was a cat.
there was a cat in a jacket. Yes.
That's true. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in. We will see you in 2 weeks. Have a great evening, and or if you're listening, have a great whenever you're listening to this. And we will see you next time.
What is time?
What is
What is-
Thursday?